Hey, I'm with my favorite dog in the whole wide world, Teddy. We've had Teddy for about 6-7 years, and he's my right-hand man here. Teddy, just look at the camera. Anyways, I only have a few minutes because I took my wife to the dentist and now we're rushing out, but I want to do a quick 5-minute teaching on the miracle ministry of Jesus that has to do with restoration. Jesus had different types of miracles that he operated in, but one of them was what the Bible calls restoration. So in 5 minutes, we're going to dissect what the word restoration means, so that by faith you can start to function in the ministry of restoration. Stand by. Hey friends, we're back. As I told you, this is a very brief teaching because my lovely wife Mary, I took her to the dentist, and now we're heading out to a dinner for my birthday that's in a few days' time. But as you're proceeding in your miracle ministry, one of the aspects that Jesus used in the miracle ministry was that of what he called restoration or restored. And I want to do a quick study on what that word means, because once you understand that word, you get the revelation of that word, then you can start to function in it or ask God to use you in that by faith, okay? There's 4 scriptures here. There's actually more. If you've noticed, restored, 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 restored is the word number 600, and that's the Strong's Greek number. James Strong did a mammoth job of assigning every Hebrew word. There was probably 7,000 or 8,000, and every Greek word, which is about 5,000 to 6,000 words, a number. And after every number, he put the original Hebrew definition and the original Greek definition. And the important thing about that is that when Jesus tells us, "You shall know the truth, and the truth will make you free," it's not the truth that makes us free. It's the knowledge of the truth. So the knowledge of the truth comes by revelation knowledge, is what the Holy Spirit shows you. And the greatest amount of revelation knowledge comes when we go to the original languages. So I tell people, go to the original languages. So very briefly, Matthew 12 and 13. Then saith Jesus to the man, "Stretch forth thine hand," and he stretched it forth, and it was restored. James Strong's number 600. You can Google 600, put the Greek number 600, and you'll find it for yourself. Like the other. Or Mark 3 and 5. And when he had looked around about them with anger, being grieved for the hardness of their hearts, he again said unto the man, "Stretch forth thine hand." And he stretched it out, and his hand was restored whole as the others. Write these scriptures down. There are more, but here's 4 of them that has to do with the physical restoration. The miracle ministry of Jesus using restoration. And you can start to function in that by faith and by the voice of the Holy Spirit. Okay, so this word 600 comes from 3 Greek words. And it's apo, A-P-O. Let me write this down here. Hopefully we can hear. Can you see this? All right, here, apo. Then kata. You see that? Histemi. Sorry that my writing is not good, okay? Apo, kata, histemi. Apo is a Greek preposition that means from something. Now, kata is another Greek preposition that means down. When you put something down, you put a nail on the ground. You take a brick and you stick it into the ground. It's putting something down and establishing it. And histemi is the word for standing. Standing. For something to stand. Something has a standing. So, apo kata histemi, right here, means to restore down to establish down to the original standing. In other words, you take something and you bring it down from one position to the other and you cause it to stand. So when you put these three words together, it's bringing something back to the original standing. So in the miracle ministry of restoration, what God does is the way that your hand was supposed to be originally created for, or the way that your teeth were supposed to be originally created for, or the way that your gallbladder, or that your lungs, or that your heart was originally created by God when there was no sin, the original creation, when you were born. That is restoration. It's bringing back something that is diseased, something that is pain, that is dysfunctional, something that is broken, and bringing it back to the original standing, restoring it back to the original standing before it got diseased. That's what the word restoration means. So when you pray for people for a miracle, and you're believing God for a miracle, remember the ministry of restoration and say, God, I want to be used in bringing something that is diseased, something that is broken, something that is dysfunctional, to bring it back to the original standing before it got messed up. Okay, my friends, we'll see you tomorrow. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.